Hello Steelers, and welcome to this bench report. Hobby update, slightly later than I was hoping for. Normally put them out on Sunday, but obviously this one's coming out on a Monday. The reason for that is because I was over at the UK Games Expo at the weekend. I'll talk more about that in a second. And I'm also going to be doing a show report on that as well, so I'll be covering all of that later. Just really to fill you in with where I've been with my hobby in the last week or so, actually. So since last week, the main thing that I finished off with the Gaslands Implement of Carnage 2. These are from North Star, and they have 2 buggies on them, a couple of bikes, and also bits of scatter terrain, and also some radio controlled bombs as well. I bought these when they were released, so that's quite a while ago now, a couple of years ago I think, and they've just been sat in the to-do pile, so I just thought I'll do them, and I just got them done, finished off. Really nice little models, actually, really easy to paint, and I was quite pleased with how they turned out. I used a lot of Typhus Corrosion, I think it's called, by Games Workshop on them, and then just painted over the top of that with some dry brushing and sponging techniques. Very simple, very easily, and as I said, I was quite happy with the outcome of those. The other thing that I've been working on last week was a Sopwith Camel model. I asked over on the community tab of the channel a poll as to which of the larger models I was going to build. I've got 4 models sitting in my stash pile. So it's a Sopwith Camel, an SE5A, a Roland C2 and a T34 tank. And I wanted to build one, but I really just couldn't make up my mind as to which one to do. So I asked on the channel over there, and just by a hair's breadth, the Sopwith Camel won it. I've not got very far with it because, as I say, I was away this weekend. I probably would have finished it this weekend had I not been away. But this is it here on the bench. I basically painted the top side of it and the wings as well, and I started on the bottom side of it just before I was able to get away and had to finish up. Unfortunately, I didn't let the yellow, the clear dope linen dry enough when I put the masking on it, and it's left a stain on it, the mask. So something to think about when you're spraying these things and using the masking putty, which I've got from whereabouts is it? See if I can find it. I'm not sure where it's gone. Oh, here it is, the AK camouflage masking putty. I was using this to mask it off. So do let things thoroughly dry if you're going to use that stuff. Otherwise, it's really good. It's really great. It goes on easy. It's like silly putty, but it's it's made by modelers for modelers. So I've just got to respray that. So I'll do that later on, I think. It won't take very long. And I can varnish that, and I can start putting the decals on it, and then also weathering the aircraft as well. It's not a huge kit to make, very small, very easy. There's only about 70 odd parts in it. But that's going very well. I'm enjoying it as well. Also, last Tuesday I played a game of PBI by Peter Pig live. I played it on Tuesday on my normal painting slot. And it's kind of gone a bit crazy, actually. Normally most of my live videos only garner a few hundred views after they've gone live. This one's somewhere in the region of about 2,500 at this point, which is crazy. So it's kind of made me think I'm going to do a few more PBI actual battle reports as well, because I did look online, and I think the only PBI stuff is actually by Peter Pig themselves, and they're from about 7 years or so ago, and they're kind of showing you how to set up and things like that. So I thought, well, I'll put a bit of content out because it's quite a nice little game. Actually, it's very simple, very good fun. So I'll read the rules properly and make sure that I know what I'm doing when I do come to it. And it'll be a bit of a bigger game and stuff. So I might do that maybe this weekend. We'll see. The other thing, as I say, I was over this weekend at the UK Games Expo. I don't know if you can see that properly. This was held down in Birmingham, down at the NEC, as it is every year. I've always known about it, I've just never been. However, Duncan Wadsall got in touch. I did an interview with him in my Salute video from 2020, and we've stayed in touch since then. And he asked me if I'd be happy to help out show and demonstrate the Band of Brothers board that he's been working on, that Luke Towan of Geek Gaming Miniatures, I think he's called, his YouTube channel, that he put that together for Duncan. Duncan commissioned it so it could be taken around the country and used basically as like a charity centrepiece for the National Kidney Foundation, which is of course close to Duncan's heart. And I said yes, and I ended up down there with Andy and Logan, helping out for 3 days, from Friday through till Sunday yesterday. I'm still recovering now. I'm absolutely knackered, just because it was non-stop all the way through. We had basically a large table with the main game on it. But we also had a smaller table as well with the Attack on Breakcourt Manor, which Duncan had taken to salute, and we were using that as a participation game. And we had quite a number of people coming on. We had about 4 games every day, I think, on that, and people thoroughly enjoyed it, and I enjoyed showing them. We were playing Bolt Action. I'd never played Bolt Action before until Friday morning, when one of the first guys was actually showing me how to play it on the first participation, but I soon picked it up. It's a pretty simple system, and for that kind of thing, it works perfectly well. It's fast, and people were playing it, and we had 5 turns, and within 2 turns they pretty much understood the basics of the rules. I mean, it was only an infantry game, but it really worked for that thing, so it does definitely have a space. However, also on Friday we had the guys from Modelling for Advantage over, and they were playing on the big table as well. So the Restless Kaiser and Johnny B, the men themselves, they were over. They were good to talk to them. I got an interview with them as well, and that will be featured in the show report, which will be coming later, probably this week, I would have thought. Then on Saturday we had Josh and his partner, whose name I think is Louise. I think I'd forgotten them. Don't think they were a YouTube channel or anything, but they came along. They played a game on it as well. And then again on Sunday we had the Eccentric Man Ken along with his mates. Again, I'm bad at names. I think it was maybe Andy and Neil. I could be wrong. Tell me in the comments, Ken, if you do watch this. And they came along. They played a massive game. They brought all their kit down as well. And they were also getting people involved with the game as well, and turned into a bit of a participation game. They were only supposed to be there for the morning, ended up they were there all the way till 4 o'clock basically, and doing great work as well, getting people involved with it. Loads of people came up during the expo and said hello to me. I saw a load of people that I knew, said hello to them as well. I can't give you a list of who was there and who wasn't there, because I'm not going to anyway, just because I'll probably forget somebody, so I don't want to put anybody's nose out of joint. But huge thank you to everybody who did come up and say hello and have a chat, and it was great to see everybody as well who I've not seen for a while, and just to exchange notes, and quite a number of people came up and said hello, they'd watched the channel and things. So if you're watching this, I do appreciate you watching the channel and saying hello as well. We managed to raise over £500 for the National Kidney Federation. We had a couple of raffles for loads of stuff that was donated by some of the traders that were there as well, which was brilliant. And also we had a Band of Brothers crew jacket as well, which was auctioned off as well as a raffle. And also we had just the charity pots around the place, and every time somebody played a game on the participation game, they stuck some money in the pots for us, so that was brilliant. And as I say, Duncan let us know, I think there was over £500 raised for the National Kidney Federation, so that is brilliant, really good. Job well done there, really, absolutely. It was also featured on the tabletop, because they were right in the centre of the big hall. They were doing live broadcasts throughout the weekend. Go to their channel. It's called On the Tabletop Live, so it's not their main channel. It's one of the smaller channels. Go and check that out, and you'll find the interview that they did there with Logan and with Andy as well. And you can see some of the board as well there. It's worth just checking that out. It's about a 10-minute long video, very interesting. It's good for them to give us a bit of a bit of publicity as well. So thank you very much for the OTT guys, and it was also great to meet you all as well, or the ones of you that I did meet. So it was nice to make connections with those guys as well. As I said, there is a show report that is coming out. I'm trying at the moment to work out how to do it, because it's mostly a board game and role-playing game convention. it's a little bit difficult. It's not like a wargaming show where you can just go and film a table because it's full of miniatures. A lot of people are playing card games or board games, which are not, unless you're playing them, they're not visually, they don't work visually so much in a video thing. But I think I might just try to make it into a bit more of an atmosphere kind of video, so I'm just kind of puzzling that out at the moment. I've certainly got interviews with the guys that were playing the game, and a few other people as well, and you know, that's going to be a bit of interest. So I'll say stay tuned for it and see what I do with it when I eventually do something with it. As for the stash, I didn't actually buy a great deal because I didn't really go with an idea of buying much. I did look around for a couple of expansions for board games that I've got, but nobody seemed to be selling them. The Terraforming Mars expansions, I wanted to get a couple of those, but there wasn't any on sale. The only other thing I was looking at really was the Stalingrad, Undaunted Stalingrad new edition by Osprey, but that isn't being released until the end of the year by all accounts. They did have boxes of it so you could actually see how it looks, and it does look pretty good. I'm looking forward to getting hold of that, and I'll do a review on that when it does come out towards the end of the year. However, that said, you can't go to a show and not buy anything, of course. Well, the first things first, I got something for free. I got a T34 from Andy. Andy Shaw gave me a 15mm T34. This is a Zvezda one. I think it's Model 41 T34. You can always use as many T34s as possible. So that will get painted up at some point. So thank you very much for that, Andy. It was great to see you as well. I got from Crooked Dice, I wanted to get this from Partisan. But I forgot to buy it when I was there. This is their new military robot, in inverted commas. It looks very similar to me to an ED-209 from Robocop. I love the design of that robot. I've got absolutely no use for it whatsoever in any gaming capacity, but I just wanted to make it and paint it up just as a little kit, really. So that's why I bought it. I also got from the Bring and Buy this card game called Western Front, obviously based on the First World War. A very simple card game by the looks of it. You use tactics and try to outwit one another with large attacks and stuff. Look like a bit of fun. £4. Can't go wrong, can you? If it's rubbish, it doesn't matter. And it was still sealed, so it was brand new. The other thing that I got was the new Conix Tiger 2 by Rubicon. And I know what you're thinking. I predominantly game in 15mm, and I certainly do. And this is 28mm or 156 scale, I think it is. Properly, I think it's 156. It doesn't really say, but it's 28mm basically. So wargaming wise, I've got absolutely no use for it. However, it comes with a complete and full, utter modelled interior, so it's a massive kit. So basically, I'm going to do this as a modelling project, and I'm going to make it and just put it together and just then have it as a little display item as well. So you know, it's a great piece of modelling. There's tons of sprues in here, loads and loads and loads of detail all over it. It's got photo etched parts as well, so that's just going to be something interesting that I make. My only issue is the fact I've already got two King Tigers in my display cabinet, and they're 1/35 scale. So I'm going to add another smaller one to it now. But you know, I couldn't pass up the offer. It was basically £20 because you got 20% off the sale price for the show. So I thought I'm going to have to pick that up, basically, aren't I? That's the only way you can do it, really. All right. Anyway. I said, you know, I'll probably not get a chance to do a live stream this week because I've got to go up north for work on Tuesday, so I'm not going to be able to do any live streaming then. However, I thought I might try and fit one on maybe later in the week, maybe on Friday or something. We'll see how we go. Just stay tuned. You'll see it come up on the channel if it does happen. Also, just to mention as well, because I've been running a little long here, I'll just say that, you know, do check out the Facebook page and the Facebook group as well for Storm and Steel. Plenty of people are posting lots of stuff in there. I'm afraid I can't squeeze it in this video, but go over there, check it out. You just have to apply to join, and I will give you permission as soon as I see anything come up that tells me that you've asked. So I shall wrap it up there. As I say, quite a busy weekend, and I am still feeling the effects of it. But it was very much very enjoyable. Massive thank you for Duncan for getting me on board and just giving me a chance to get down to the expo and seeing what was going on down there. And I shall see you in the next Storm of Steel video.